Hello everyone, very good evening. Welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Varsha Ma'am, and in this particular session, we are going to cover the current affair, agriculture and rural development related current affairs event. Okay, that is from 26th of July till 1st of August. So there are so many events happen in the last week of July 2025, and all those events are very important for our examination point of view. So in this particular session, we are going to cover all these news articles in detail, right? So before proceeding forward, you just have to tell me that everything is okay, the screen is clear, yeah, and the voice is okay to everyone. See, this session, like there are so many important points that you will learn from this particular session, and there are a lot of data that will be very helpful for your objective questions for in your ARD, in your NABARD Grade A Phase 1 examination, as well as for your NABARD Grade A Phase 2 examination, right? So let's start our discussion. Let's continue without wasting a single minute. Let's start. So here we go. See, as per this is a batch which is available on the application of Oliveboard. Be the part of this batch and start your preparations with us. Okay, so let's start with a very important update, very important agreement. Okay, we talk about the free trade agreement, we talk about the bilateral agreements or the memorandum of understandings that signed between the different countries. Okay, in the same manner, yeah. Yes, Nandita Bhardwaj, okay. Everything is okay. That's really good to know. So in the same manner, CETA, that is a comprehensive economic and trade agreement. Okay, this particular agreement is signed between India and UK. And after signing this agreement, now we are capable of, now our sea or the marine products are capable of fighting in the global markets, or we are able to fetch the good prices from our marine products in the global market. Okay, this particular CETA, Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, is like a game changer for the marine sector boosting of our country. Okay, so this is a very important agreement. There are so many important details and the points that we have to discuss under this agreement, because this article, this particular agreement, we will definitely have like it's important to cover your descriptive portion and also for your subjective objective portion if you will face the question from this portion in your examination. Okay, so India's seafood industry poised to ride CETA wave with estimated 70% export growth to United Kingdom or UK. So this is a significant milestone. Okay, and when this agreement, when this comprehensive economic and trade agreement was signed, it was signed on 24th of July 2025. With all the details, with all the important details, we are discussing it today. It was in news, like all the important with all the details was on 26th of July 2025. Okay, and who were associated in formalizing this particular agreement. So it was formalized in the presence of PM Shri Narendra Modi ji and UK PM Shri Sir Keir Starmer, and was officially signed by India's Minister of Commerce and Industry Shri Piyush Goyal and UK Secretary of State for Business and Trade Mr. Jonathan Reynolds. Okay, so these were the delegates who were present and who was associated with the formation of this agreement. Okay, now what this CETA offers. So this comprehensive economic and trade agreement, it will offer zero duty access on 99% of tariff lines and opens up key services sectors. Okay, zero duty access on 99% of tariff. So this is a good point for our country. For the marine sector, the agreement removes import duties on a wide range of seafood products. Now the import duties on the wide range of seafood products has removed, enhancing India's exporter competitiveness in the UK market. Okay, so that is helping in increasing India's exporters, the person who are exporting the seafood products in the UK markets. So it is improving, it is enhancing their potential, enhancing their competitiveness in the UK market. Okay, now let's talk about, like, I'll cover some portions in detail and I'll provide you the notes of the rest of the thing. Okay, so you can revise and you can use these notes to frame a very good answer, descriptive answer, if the question will be asked from this segment in the examination. So one important thing that you should know, key, what are the key seafood that we export to UK? So we export Vaname shrimp, that is Litopenis vaname, frozen squid, lobster, frozen pomfret, and black tiger shrimp, all of which are expected to gain further market share under CETA's duty-free access. So when these seafoods will get duty-free access, so obviously their export will improve or their export will definitely increase. Okay, and this is expected to particularly benefit export of, so this particular comprehensive economic and trade agreement, it will help the export of shrimp, particularly benefit the export of shrimp, frozen fish, value added marine products, boosting India's presence in one of its major seafood destinations alongside labor intensive, because see, we are working and we had the good market, our products have the good market value in the foreign markets. Okay, in the same manner, our seafood will also get a good market values in the foreign trades. Okay, another thing is, now as per this India UK comprehensive economic and trade agreement, all fish and fisheries commodities falling under the UK tariff schedule categories marked A now, enjoying 100% duty-free access from the date of entry into force of the agreement. So these data is very important. So from the day this particular agreement comes into the force, from that day onwards, all the fish and the fish commodities that are coming into the UK tariff schedule categories, now they will enjoy 100% duty-free access. Okay, and these are the categories. HS code 03 is for fish, crustaceans, molluscs, and other aquatic invertebrates, include shrimps, tuna, mackerel, sardines, squid, crab, cuttlefish, frozen pomfret, and lobster. HS code 05 is for coral, cowries, and artemia. HS code 15 is for fish oils and marine fats. HS code 1603, 1604, and 1605, prepared or preserved seafood, caviar, extract and juices. HS code 23 is for fish meal, fish and shrimp feed, residues used in animal fodder. HS code 95 is for fishing gears like rods, hooks, reels, etc. Okay, so they will now enjoy the 100% duty-free access. Now these products, previously these products were having a tariff ranging from 0% to 21.5%. Now they are having 0% duty-free access. Okay, all of which are now removed, substantially improving. So that's how the cost competitiveness of this seafood or the marine commodities has increased. Okay, however, product under HX 1601, see, 1601 is not mentioned here. So that can be a question now. 1601 products, that is sauces and similar items, they are excluded staging category U and receive no preferential treatment. So these particular products, sauces and the similar items, they will not receive any preferential treatment. But these commodities, fish and the fisheries commodities, they will receive 100% duty-free access. Okay, this is important. Another important thing. Now, let's talk about the data, like how much we had produced in the seafood or the marine sector in the last year and what we are expecting in the upcoming years. Okay, and what are our data related to this? So, India's total seafood export, like how much seafood we had export in 2024-25, so it reached to the value of $7.38 billion, which is nearly 60,523 crore. amounting to 1.78 million metric tons. So that much amount was exported in the year 2024-24. And under this particular export, frozen fish remain the top export. The particular seafood commodity that we exported and that comes in the topmost rate is a frozen shrimp, and it's account for 66% of the total earnings with $4.88 billion. Okay, nearly even more than 50%. Obviously, 66% is marked there. Okay. And another one, marine export to the UK. So if we talk about the commodities that we exported to the UK specifically, they were valued as $104 million, that is rupees 879 crore, with frozen shrimp alone contributing $80 million, that is 77%. So the major commodity that is exported from our country is the frozen shrimp. Okay, and India's share in the UK's $5.4 billion seafood import market is just 2.25%. So with CETA, comprehensive economic and trade agreement now in force, industry estimates project a 70% surge. So we are expecting that it will increase up to 70% in the marine sector to the UK in the coming years. So we are expecting that much we will grow in our trades with UK, specifically for the marine sector. Okay, so this is very important data. And another important points, so you should be aware about our production, our seafood production in the year 2024-24. See, if we talk about the last 6 to 8 news articles, there were so many news articles we discussed related to the marine sector. So the data is very important. Make the notes of the data in your notebook. Okay. Now moving forward, if we talk about the fishery sector, even though specifically in our Union Budget 2025-26, there was a special mentioning for the marine sector that we want to boost, we want to develop, we want to work upon in our marine sector. We want to take the advantage of the potential that we are having in our marine sector production. Okay, so fishery sector supports so the people who are living near the coastal line, they take out the fishes from the water, and that's how they sell it and market it, and that's how they earn their livelihood. So if we know, marine sector is supporting the livelihood of approximately 28 million Indians, and fishery sector contribute 8% of the total global fish production. Okay, of India's fish sector is contributing 8% of global fish production. This is important. And if we talk about like how much we had developed in the last 10 years, like from the 2014-15 data, 2024-25 data, okay, India's seafood export rose from, so it was 10.51 lakh metric tons, LMT, and now it has increased to 16.85 lakh metric tons. Okay, so it is nearly showing 60% growth. It is nearly showing 60% growth. And if we talk about value increase from, so rupees 33,441 crore, and now it's increased to rupees 62,408 crore. That is nearly 88% growth we had achieved in the fishery sector. Okay, and the number of export destination expanded from, so initially we were having only 100 export destination, like from where we can export our fish and the fishery commodities. Now it has increased to 130, with value added product exports tripling to rupees 7,666.38 crore, signaling a shift towards high end global market. Like our commodities are getting a good value in the global markets. Okay, now moving forward, now the coastal states from where actually we are extracting this seafood or the marine commodities, and that's how they are marketed in our global markets. So they are the states like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, already key players in seafood export, and they are well positioned to capitalize on CETA. on this comprehensive economic and trade agreement, definitely these states will be capitalized, okay? And with targeted efforts to meet UK sanitary and phytosanitary standard, these states can further expand their export footprints and enhance compliances with international norms. See, definitely when you come with an agreement with any nation, you have to follow the phytosanitary and the sanitary standards of the country, because you are getting 100% duty free access, okay, to export your commodities there, so that you will show your potential in the global market. So you will take care of all the steps needed. Otherwise, if one country will claim that this particular commodity we are receiving from this country and this is having that much sanitary issues and other issues, so definitely your trade will flow down in other countries also. So there is a need. So these coastal states will do targeted efforts to meet the standards, meet the UK sanitary and the phytosanitary standards. Okay. Another important thing. Now this India-UK Comprehensive Economic and the Trade Agreement marks a turning point. So it will act as a turning point, because our fishery sector is getting a lot of opportunities open, not just by offering the duty-free access to a premium market, but also by uplifting coastal livelihood. Because the coastal states and the people who are living near the coastal areas, they will get an opportunity that they have to sell their products, they have to export their product to the large market. So that's how their livelihood will uplift, industry revenues will enhance, and that's how it will strengthen India's reputation as a reliable supplier of high quality, sustainable seafood. Okay, reliable supplier, because the supplier on which you can rely, because definitely you will get high quality, sustainable seafood from there. And for the fisher folk, processors, exporter, it's a unique opportunity, obviously. So this is another thing that you can read, okay? And Indian seafood now can compete on par with the other countries, like, because UK is having the fair trade and the free trade agreement with other countries also, like with Vietnam and the Singapore. And now UK is having the comprehensive economic and the trade agreement with our country also. So now we will compete with these countries, like which particular country is offering the high quality seafood to the UK. On that basis, the things will change in the future. So this levels a playing field. So that's how now we are having the 100% duty. So that's how the playing field is leveled now. Tariff disadvantages are removed. Now, Indian exporters previously faced, because they were facing the problems because of high tariff duties and other things. Now we are at the equal level. So India's first production capacity, skilled manpower, and improved traceability systems. CETA enables Indian exporters to seize a larger share of the UK market and diversify beyond traditional partners like US. And initially, we were the traditional partners with the US and the China, but now we are the good partners with the UK as well, because now we are having the 100% duty-free access to trade seafood specifically there. Okay, so this is all about this particular article. Now moving on the next important news. So we talk about the different schemes, like we have the Lakpati Didi scheme. In the last current affairs session, we talk about the Lakpati Didi scheme. We talk about the Drone Didi scheme. Similarly, we have the Bima Sakhi Yojana. So what is it, Bima Sakhi Yojana? And with this particular scheme, our Ministry of Rural Development is collaborating with which particular agency or corporation. So there are certain important points related with this Bima Sakhi Yojana. Okay, so Bima Sakhi Yojana, it's a historic launch of this scheme was done under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. So Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who is our Minister for Agriculture and Rural Development, Minister of Agriculture and Farm Welfare, and he's also the Minister of Rural Development. Okay, so there's a one more step taken to empower the women and to ensure the economic security to the rural and the urban areas women. This particular scheme is launched. Okay, and this scheme is to make every woman in our country self-reliant and economically strong. Okay, and this scheme is launched in a collaboration with LIC, okay, Life Insurance Corporation of India. And what is the main agenda of this scheme? That insurance for all by 2047. Okay, till 2047, we need to have an insurance for all. So, under the Financial Inclusion Initiative of the National Rural Livelihood Mission, trained women from self-help groups across the country will be appointed. So they will be appointed as Bima Sakhis at the Gram Panchayat level. Okay, and this Yojana is a strong platform for women's entrepreneurship and financial independence. Okay, and another important point, so we discussed in our last session that we are targeting on this 15th August 2025 that the number of Lakpati Didi in the country will cross 2 crore, that is 20 million value. Similarly, we are expecting that Bima Sakhis or the women will be empowered with the help of this Yojana also. And they are gaining new opportunities for entrepreneurship and income, and they're supporting the goals of. So, which particular goal they are supporting? They are supporting the Sustainable Development Goal number 5. Sustainable Development Goal number 5 is related with gender equality. So, mark this in your notebook. Sustainable Development Goal number 5 is related with the gender equality. So now we have the Bima Sakhi, we have the Lakpati Didi, we have the Drone Didi scheme, and these schemes are launched for empowering the women, providing the women with the equal opportunities so that they can support their families, they can have good source of income on the another hand. Okay? Yeah, very good, Nikhil. Yeah. Please mention this in your notebook. Sustainable Development Goal 5 is related with gender equality. This is very important news. Okay. Now moving forward, now let's talk about the next news article. Next important news article is related with MCADWM. Now what is it? Let's talk about it. Okay, so what is it and when it was approved and what will comes under this? So project approved under modernization of command area development and water management. We know that commandable area, like we talk about the irrigation projects, okay, that our agriculture lands, they are not receiving, our fields are not receiving good amount of water at the specific stages. So with this, what we need to have a modernized version of, okay, so that our crops will get adequate amount of water at their adequate stages of growth. Okay, so the modernization of command area development and water management scheme, it was approved by cabinet on 9th of April 2025. So it is recently approved, 3 months back approved. So it is important. Okay, it is important. With that, I will tell you one or two important points also, like the drinking water. It's a state subject. Agriculture marketing, it's also a state subject. So there are so many important points we are about to cover. Okay. So please highlight these important points in your notebook that you are preparing for your current affair notes. So what comes under this? Now the state government departments are currently in the process of sending proposals. So they are sending proposals under the modernization of command area development and the water management. Until now, if we say 75,000 hectare of farmland area is planned to be covered through underground piped irrigation under the pilot project. So what do you mean by the pilot project? Like when specific project is in its initial stage. So that time it will be known as a pilot project. So during the pilot project of this particular scheme, MCADWM, we are expecting that it will cover 75,000 of the farmlands. And the total outlay of the scheme is rupees 1600 crore, which is including the central outlay of rupees 1100 crore. And that is for the period up to March 2025. So it is launched in the year April 2025. And for the month March 2026, budget outlay for this scheme is 1600 crore rupees. No funds have been released so far. Okay, this is a budget outlay of the scheme. Funds are not released till now because we are preparing the proposals. Okay, now the project is approved, proposals are provided. Now is the fund will be released and the work will begin then. Okay. no quantified estimates on the increase in farmers' income. So there is nothing like the farmers' income will increase, nothing like that. It's just to provide the irrigation facilities to the farmers. Okay, it's a main aim to assure and protective, like the farmers' field will get adequate amount of water supply at the adequate stage of growth so that agriculture crop will grow well. Okay, so that is for promoting the efficient use of water and encouraging the participatory governance through water user societies. And it is also estimated that approximately 80,000 farmers will benefit directly and indirect beneficiaries will be around 4 lakh. So this is important data. Now moving forward, let's talk about the next important point, that is sea fluoride in the water. If the water that you are drinking, if it will have fluoride in it, that is not good for our teeth. That will cause a tooth decay. You might have heard about this. Okay, it will cause tooth decay, and it is also not good for our digestive system as well. And we will suffer from the problem like fluorosis. Okay, so Jal Jeevan Mission. Jal Jeevan Mission have a tagline. You should know the tagline of the important schemes. If the scheme have a tagline, you should know about it. Like we talk about the soil health card. Okay, Swasth Dhara Khet Hara. This is the tagline of soil health card. Similarly, Jal Jeevan Mission have a tagline of Har Ghar Jal. Okay, Har Ghar Jal. So it was launched in which year? In 2019. When? In August 2019. Okay, and it was in partnership with states and UTs. Okay, with state and union territories with a specific objective of providing potable drinking water. The water that you are, like, it will be easy to drink. That will be free from the soluble salts and other things, total soluble salts and other things from it. Okay, in adequate quantity of prescribed quality, that is of good, have will not cause any health issue, and on regular basis and on the long term basis to the rural household. Okay, you should mention in your notebook Jal Jeevan Mission. It was launched in August 2019. Okay, there is a specific line. Let's move to the part first and then I'll continue further. See, yeah, look at this point. Look at this point that this Jal Jeevan Mission, okay, the union budget, when Honorable Finance Minister has announced the union budget for the year 2025-26. That time she announced that the Jal Jeevan Mission is extended till 2028. Please mention this thing in your notebook. It was launched in August 2019, and in the union budget 2025-26, it was announced that this mission is extended till 2028. The reason, there are two reasons why we extend the deadline, extend the tenure of any mission. One thing, either the mission has achieved its goal and the mission is doing very well. So that's why we want that particular mission to work for a longer period of time. Another reason is the mission has yet to achieve its goal, yet to achieve its objective, and that's why we need a stretched time period so that the targets of the mission will be achieved. Okay, so there are two reasons. Yeah, it is extended until 2028. Mention this in your notebook. Now let's talk about it in detail. We were there. So under the Jal Jeevan Mission, as per existing guidelines, Bureau of Indian Standards, which one? Bureau of India Standard 10500. This particular standard are adopted as a benchmark. So these are the standards adopted for benchmark of quality of water. See, there are different standards for the different commodities. For the quality of water, the standard is 10500, being supplied through the piped water supply. So as per this scheme, that all the rural households should get prescribed quality and adequate quantity drinking water. Okay, so that they will not have any health issue. Now, another important point, and it can be a question in your examination, that drinking water is a state subject. So, how to plan, what to do, what not to do, like what, from where the piped water supply should be provided to the different households in the rural areas, approval of it, implementation of it, operations and the maintenance of drinking water supply, it all is on the state governments and the union territory government. Central government has nothing to do with this. Please mention this point in your notebook. It is very, very important point as written. Okay. Next is Government of India supports the state by providing, however, Government of India, the state asks for the technical and the financial assistance. Government of India can provide the financial and the technical assistance, but it is a state subject. State have all the rights to take all the important decisions in this regard. Okay. Under Jal Jeevan Mission, while planning water supply schemes to provide tap water supply to households, priority is given to habitation. See the areas which are having more chemical contaminants in the water, like the fluoride. Firstly, we will provide facilities to those areas. Okay, those rural households where there are chemical contaminants. Definitely, the chemical contaminants will be present in the water. Okay, so there is a need to give the facility to these households first. After that, states UTs have been advised to plan and implement piped water supply scheme based on alternative safe water resources for the villages reported with, so the areas or the villages where the water quality issues exist. After knowing the issues, the states and the union territories will plan over it and implement the piped water facilities there. So all the rural households will get potable drinking water having the prescribed quality, and it will be on regular basis, on a long term basis, not like the good quality water is provided to you for the rest for the next 30 days, and after that you are drinking the contaminated water. No, it is for the long term basis, on a regular basis. Okay, since the launch of Jal Jeevan Mission, the number of fluoride affected habitation, yeah, this is an achievement for us, that because of this particular mission, we had observed that now the habitation, now the individuals who are drinking the fluoride affected water, now it has reduced because the piped water facilities are provided to them. Okay. So this is clear to you. And what is the aim of it? I told you initially it was having a target of providing the household tap connections to every rural household by 2024, and now it is extended till 2028. This is important. And at the start of the mission, only 3.23, that is crore, that is 16.7 rural households were reported to have tap water connection. Now, as on 23rd of July 2025, this is the latest and the important data. Okay. As on 23rd of July 2025, out of 19.36 crore rural household in the country, more than 15.67 crore, that is 80.95% households are reported to have tap water supply in their homes. They have the tap water facilities. And so far as reported by states, union territories on this, under Jal Jeevan Mission, Har Ghar Jal, around 12.44 crore additional rural households have been provided with tap water connection. So this is an important data. Okay, and this we had discussed. And accordingly, a proposal for continuation of Jal Mission till 2028 with enhanced total outlay inter alia, including guidelines for further funding. So this is the important points mentioned under our Union Budget 2025-26. Now moving on the next important news. See, in our Union Budget also, it was also mentioned that we are working very hard to become self-reliant in pulses production, self-reliant in cotton production, self-reliant in oil seeds, edible oils and oil seeds production. Okay, this is our target. This is our target, to be self-reliant. Otherwise, see, when we import any commodity, any agriculture commodity from any other country, we have to pay a lot of duties over it. Okay, so we want to make our economy strong. Okay, so for that, what we have to become? We have to become the self-reliant in all these agriculture commodities. So government is implementing National Mission on Edible Oils, Oilseed. Why? To boost oilseed production and to strive towards self-sufficient, so that we will become self-reliant and self-sufficient in oilseed production. The main objective of this mission is to increase the production of primary oilseed crops. So what are the important primary oilseed crops that are considered under this mission? They are rapeseed and mustard, groundnut, soybean, sunflower, sesame, safflower, nigger, linseed and castor. Let me mention MSP decided for this year. Highest MSP is decided for Nagar seeds. Okay, higher MSP is decided for Nagar seeds to boost the production of a specific commodity only. Why the government is emphasizing on a specific crop? Because we want to work upon crop diversification, because we want to increase the production of these agriculture commodities, and also increasing collection and extraction efficiency of edible oil from secondary. So what are the secondary sources from where we are extracting the oil? Like the cotton seeds, coconut, rice bran, as well as tree-borne oilseeds. So as per Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana portal, oilseed crops are also covered under insurance. Now the farmers who are growing oilseed crops on their farmlands, they can also insure their crop under any natural calamities or the disaster. They can also ask for the financial assistance. Okay, so oil seed crops are now comes under insurance. So this is important. Please highlight this in your notebook. Another important point that we have to talk about, so to make this project, to make this mission successful, ICR interferences must. Okay, Indian Council of Agriculture Research is implementing 5 multidisciplinary all India coordinated research projects. So ICAR is implementing all India coordinated research project, and they are in collaboration with central agriculture universities and state agriculture universities. Why? To develop location specific high yielding varieties, so that for these 9 oil seed crops, we will be capable of developing location specific high yielding varieties. How we can enhance the production of any commodity? When we are having the good quality of seeds, when we are providing the good quality of seeds to the farmers so that they can use the seeds in their field, and that's how they will do all the requisite agriculture practices there, and that's how the production will be improved. So ICR is implementing all India coordinated research projects, and they are in collaboration with the different state and agriculture universities, so that for these 9 oilseed crops, we will be having location specific high yielding varieties. Clear? Now moving forward. Additionally, ICR is also implementing 2 flagship research projects on hybrid developments and gene editing for the development of high yielding climate resilient varieties of oilseeds. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if the things that we had discussed till now is clear to you guys. So the aspirants who are in the class, who are listening to all the points that we are discussing, if all the things are clear to you, give me a thumbs up. Then we will proceed forward. Is there any doubt, anything that you want to ask? Okay, now moving further, you have to learn the name. You just need to know the names of the 9 oil seeds crops that are included under the National Mission of Oil Seeds and National Mission on Edible Oils and the Oil Seeds. Okay, you need to learn the names of the 9 edible crops. Okay, now as a result, 432 high-yielding varieties of 9 annual oil seeds comprising. So this project is launched with that thought that we want location specific high yielding varieties. Now we have 432 high yielding varieties available. Okay, and these were notified for commercial cultivation in the country during the last 11 years. Okay, and with that we are doing efforts to have varietal replacement rate. Do you know the meaning of seed replacement rate and the varietal replacement rate? See, you are having the seeds available to you all the time from your previous crop, but the seeds that you are available, if they are the hybrid seeds, so that time you have to use a new seeds, because there are the chances of loss of vigor or vigor in the next production. Okay, so efforts are also made to provide the good variety seeds to the farmers, so that every time when the farmer have to sow the seeds, they will have the good variety of the seeds available to them. They're having the new seeds available to them, which are having the desirable characteristic, so that the genetic potential of the newly developed high-yielding variety will be maintained. Okay, and that's how the domestic production will increase. When we will have the good domestic production, then only we can fight in the global markets now. Okay, we are talking about the seafood, that we are good enough we are having the good production of seafoods for the domestic purposes. That's why we are encouraging the export of the seafoods. In these commodities, we have to reach the self-reliant first, and then we will fight in the global markets. Okay, so these varieties will help us to fulfill the global domestic requirements. Okay, so that we don't need to import all these commodities from any other country. Now, moving forward, during the last 5 years, what we had achieved a total of about 1,53,704 quintal breeder. Do you know the meaning of breeder seeds? We have the breeder seeds. Then we have the foundation seeds. Okay. Yeah, then we have the nucleus seeds. And then we have the certified seeds. Right. So they are the different types of the seeds, and on that basis, they're provided with a tax. Okay, so firstly, the breeder seeds are developed, which are having the desirable characteristics. Then the foundation seeds. Okay, these are the progenies of the breeder seeds. So that's how the further seeds are developed. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned it. Yeah, Nikhil. Yeah. Is it clear? So during the last 5 years, a total of about 1,53,704 quintals breeder seeds of indented varieties. Indented varieties are desirable varieties of the different oilseeds were produced, and they are supplied to the public and the private seed agencies so that they can procure it further and they can convert it into certified quality seeds for the farmers that will be supplied to the farmers. Breeder seeds will be supplied to the farmers, and the farmers, by using these seeds, they will grow the new crop. ICR is also engaged in augmenting the availability of quality certified or truthfully labeled seeds of oilseeds of farmers through district level seed hubs on oilseeds. And under National Mission on Edible Oils and Oilseeds, over 600 value chain clusters have been identified across the country, and how much they are covering more than 10 lakh hectares annually. Okay, and this is a extra information that you can read by yourself also. Farmers in these clusters are getting what they are getting. Clusters are made, okay, value chain partners are made, and farmers are provided with the good quality seeds they are growing in their field, and that's how we can improve the domestic production of this oil seeds and the edible oils. Another is this mission, this national mission on edible oil and oil. I miss one term, oil seeds. Okay, so the mission support various types of demonstration. So these are the 3 demonstrations which are supported by this national mission on edible oil and oil seeds. Please learn frontline demonstration by ICAM, cluster frontline demonstration by Krishi Vigyan Kendra, block demonstration by state agriculture departments. Okay, that's why I mentioned it for you. Okay, and to create, so why these demonstrations or agriculture extension or the extension education works are needed, so that the farmers will be aware about the latest high yielding varieties of these 9 oil seeds crop. Okay, so that they will work upon these varieties only, they will grow these varieties only, and that's how they will get the highest production. Okay, now another thing is, so we know about the drone Didi scheme. We have covered the drone Didi scheme so many times, and recently it is also in news. That's why we are covering it. So drone Didi scheme was launched with that thought in mind that 15,000 drones will be provided to women self-help groups. Okay, so that the women will become self-empowered. Women will have the source of income for them. So it is a central sector scheme. Okay, and the budget outlay for this was rupees 1,261 crore, and this is for the period 2023-24, 2025-26. So this is the year, final year that was decided for the scheme. That's why this is in news nowadays. That's why we are covering it. And what was the main objective of Drone Didi scheme? Because women will, if we are having some resources in our hand, okay, we will have a value. Okay, the farmers have to approach us because we are having the drones and we are trained in them. We are having a self-help groups. So that's why these drones are provided to the farmer. At least the women will have some income in their hand all the time. Na? Okay, to provide. And with this technology, what we can do, the fertilizer operations and the other operations will be done in the field before time, or we can say in a like without wasting time period. All the operations will be performed in an efficient manner. Okay. So to promote advanced technology in agriculture for improved efficiency, enhanced crop yield, and reduced cost of operations, and to empower self-help groups as drone service providers for increasing. So that will help in increasing the incomes of the women's and also providing livelihood for their families and other things. Okay. Now, under this scheme, so initially, it's not easy to purchase a drone. So for the drones, central financial assistance at 80% of the cost of the drone package up to rupees 8 lakhs is provided to the selected women's health and growth. So this is provided by the center. And 15 days drone pilot training. Obviously, women are not aware about like uh, how to work upon this. So pilot trainings are also provided to one of the member of the self-help groups, and 5 days drone assisted training to other members of the self-help group, so that the drone can be assisted well. The drone facilities, they can provide the drone facilities to the farmers in a very good manner. If they are trained about the things, and then only they will like implement the informations in a well manner. Now, okay. Now another point. So these drones, like which particular company or agency is associated with the distribution of the drones initially? Initially, for the first time, please mention, even though I had covered this before also, and here also I'm telling you, lead, lead, lead fertilizer companies, lead fertilizer companies have distributed 1,094 drones to drone DDs of self-help groups in 2023-24 using their internal resources. And out of these 1,094 drones, 500 drones have been distributed under the NABARD Drone DD scheme. And the members of these self-help groups have been trained as drone pilots at various remote pilot training organizations authorized by Director General of Civil Aviation. Okay, another point. Let's talk about Agricultural Development and Rural Transformation Center, Bangalore have carried out a study. So they carried out the studies that the farmers are provided with these drones, the females are provided with these drones. Like what is the working efficiency of these drones? That these drones can cover 1 acre of land in 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, and the flight time on a single battery charge of the Kisan drone of various manufacturers range from 5 to 20 minutes. So that means the drone facilities are more efficient. Okay, farmers can spray the fertilizer, can cross-check how the activities are going on in their field in a very nominal time period, minimal time period. So this is the advantage of these facilities. Now another question arises. Okay, the drones are provided to the women self-help groups are having the drones. Now the farmer is calling the women that we are needing the drones in our agriculture field. Please provide the drones. See, the transportation facilities were not provided initially. The women self-help groups, they have to equip the drones to the farmer's field. Okay, and it's not an easy task. Okay, so the utility vehicles were not provided, like how we can carry the drones from one place to another place. Because of this, 42.68% women drone didis, they were facing the transportation related issues. Okay. Now, to address the drone transport issue, a provision has been made under the submission on agriculture mechanization to provide financial assistance of 80% to the women self-help group identified under NABARD Drone Didi scheme for purchase, so that they can purchase multi-utility machine which can be used as a drone transport. Okay, multi-utility machine which they can use as a drone transport vehicle. For this also, 80% financial assistance provided by submission on agriculture mechanization. This is important. Please highlight this point in your notebook. Now the things are clear to you. Now moving further, we know about the National Horticulture Mission. So recently, why it is in news, like we need to talk about the data. Okay, like how much we had produced and how much productivity we had achieved in this sector and what kind of improvements we have to do in the future. So let's talk about the National Horticulture Mission. So it's not a flagship scheme. It's not a flagship mission. It's a sub scheme under the Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. Okay, and it was implemented in the year 2014. Okay, and the main purpose of implementing this mission because we want to develop our horticulture sector. Okay, we want to develop our horticulture sector. Since inception of Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture Scheme, that is from 2014-15 to July 2025 as on date, an additional area of 15.66 lakh hectares have been covered under horticulture crops. All horticulture crops, irrespective of their varieties, are covered. So we are not talking about the varieties, but all horticulture crops are covered under Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. Different components of Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture scheme, they include the quality planting material, micro irrigation facilities for the water so that excess of water will not be wasted, and that will give a good and a positive effect on the productivity of the, because the horticulture crop they will not need the flooded irrigation facilities, they need the micro irrigation facilities, and we had increased the production from 12.10 million ton per hectare in 2019-20 to 12.56 million ton per hectare in 2024-25. This is the second advanced estimate. Okay, and as a mission for integrated development of horticulture scheme is being implemented by state government, the beneficiary data including, so Mission for Integrated Development of Development of Horticulture, it is implemented by the state government, not by the central government. Please mention it's not a central sector scheme, it's a state government implementing scheme. Okay. Another important point, target for export of agricultural commodities. So this is like to support the overall export of these products is in 2024-25 was US dollar 51.9 billions. Of which products? Agriculture commodities, and we are working very hard to increase the export of agriculture and allied commodities so that our global trade share will increase. Okay, and the support to support the export of agriculture commodities initiatives and the schemes are being implemented by. So which particular authority is associated with increase or improve the basically export of agriculture commodities is APEDA, and that comes under the Department of Commerce. Okay, and the different initiatives taken in this regard is we need to have a modern infrastructure facilities, we need to have an adoption of innovative and automated machinery, we need to have encouragement of new value-added product development, quality development, market development, and the training skills. Okay, so I have covered some other news also. Okay, but we are having a shortage of time. That's why I'm ending the session now. Okay, you can read it. Okay, it's about the production of crude palm oil. You can read all this data. I'm providing you the notes. What you can do for the notes, you can install the Oliveboard application. Okay, you can install the application of the Oliveboard. From there, you can download the notes and there are the batches available for better preparation. And you can also connect with me on my Telegram, that is Varsha. And yeah, I didn't give you any time to discuss now. Now I'm giving you 2-3 minutes of the time. If you're having any doubt or any query in today's session, please let me know in the comment box so that we will cover the remaining portion in the next class. Okay. See, agriculture marketing. Please mention this is in your notebook also. In today's session, we talk about Jal. We talk about the water facilities. Okay, Jal Jeevan Mission. That is also a state subject. Agriculture marketing is also a state subject. Okay, liberalize trading licenses, enabling seamless interstate. So this comes under the state subjects. Okay, the state will allow the other states to do the marketing in them. So that's how the states will work well. Okay. You need to go through all these news articles. I will discuss about them. I will discuss about the questions related to these news articles in our compilation, July month compilation. Okay, that's all about today. I'm giving you all the notes, right? Please mention, is there any doubt or anything you want to know? There were so many important events happen in the last week of July. And we are expecting that definitely the question will be asked from this portion in your examination. Anything you want to ask? Yeah, Nikhil is there, Shripad is there, Nandita is there. Are you guys having any doubt? You can ask. Okay, so we can end the session for now. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Okay, tomorrow also we are having current affairs session at 6 p.m. and in that current affairs session we'll do the current affair events from 2nd of August till 8th of August. So make sure you guys will be there in the tomorrow session as well. Okay, bye bye and take care.